Hi, happy Monday. I hope that you guys have had an amazing day. I've just been kind of relaxing. Haven't had a little sleepover. She had a bunch of little girls over here, so I just pretty much picked up today and then I decided, hey, I'm going to get myself together. I'm going to take a shower. And so today I wanted to talk about basically getting in touch with your higher being. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm very passionate about creating a better lifestyle for myself, my family, and of course you guys. And one of those things is getting in touch with ourselves a little bit more. Higher being, whatever you want to call it. So as you join me, please give me a shout out to where you are tuning in from. I'd love to give you a shout out. And today hasn't been too bad. We've had a lot of wind. It's been a little chilly, huh? It's chilly outside. Except Selah is dressed like it's summer. She thinks it's summer in here, huh? Yeah, you just decided to get in your tank top and she's even got some shorts on. So that's where Selah is today. So what I was talking about today was basically just getting in touch with our higher being. As I personally develop, I have become very attracted to finding a source of higher power, becoming more in tune with myself, and just basically fine-tuning and finding out how we can become more powerful in just being us. Leave me a 1 below if you can relate to this. A lot of times throughout life we say, I can't, I don't know how, and instead of saying, you know, how do I do this, I'm going to figure this out with more empowering statements. So I wanted to read this quote. I found it and I love it so much, I wanted to share it with you guys. There is no need to reach high for the stars. They are already within you. Just reach deep into yourself. And unknown. I'm not sure who wrote that, but I love it so much because when we reach into ourselves, we're able to realize the true power of who we are. A lot of times we disempower ourselves. So one of the things that I wanted to mention, and I thought that it was pretty powerful, I want you to know, just as I've discovered recently, you have an inner being inside your soul. Your soul is calling to you to tell you that you are so much more than you give yourself credit for. You have so much more power than you've allowed, because we give ourselves these disempowering statements like, I can't, I don't know. When my girls say these things, don't say I can't, don't say I don't know, because when you say that, you know, our words are so powerful. You make it true. So be careful about what you're saying. You want to have more empowering statements. You want to make sure that you're giving yourself a more empowering environment. So one of the things that I wanted to mention to you is that your soul wants you to know that you are more powerful than you give yourself credit for. You're a beautiful being, and everything about you is purposeful. You were made for a reason, and you just have to discover that purpose. You have to discover that inner being in order to find that eternal peace. And I'm telling you from experience, guys. Recently, I've done a lot of research because that is something that I'm very passionate about. I feel like we need to work on attraction, and part of attraction is finding out who we are and what we want to attract. So recently, I've made a lot of really amazing friends. One of my friends that I've recently made is Olga, and she's actually a healer. So I love what she does. I love the fact that she empowers other people to learn how to lead an inspirational life. And that's just by tapping into those amazing powers that we already have. But a lot of us aren't in tune. So there are some steps to kind of help you with your getting in touch with your higher being. Number one is empowerment. Just like I had stated before, we want to make sure that we're saying more empowering statements instead of I can't or I don't know. We want to say, how can I figure this out? I will find this out, and I'm amazing, so I will get this done. What are you doing, Selah? She's over here shaking her head. So that was number one. Number two, intuition. A lot of us I think we don't realize how in tune we are with our intuition. Leave a 2 below if this ever happened to you. Say you're thinking about someone and boom, they call you. That's our intuition, because we sent out that vibration. That person was able to feel that vibration, and that's why they contacted us. It's not a coincidence, guys. We hold so much more power than we give ourselves credit for. So I'm asking you, become more aligned with your intuition. One example, and it's a crazy example. It was a while back ago. My sister was in middle school, and I just had a really bad feeling. I just had a bad feeling all day. I didn't know why. I was sad. I was upset. And then we received a call. My sister had been in a bad accident. And I'm sure that a lot of you can relate if you've had this occurrence. You've heard it on the news. You've seen it on Oprah. There's been, they even say like mother's intuition. But it's not just mother's intuition, guys. We are built with this intuition. The thing is that we don't keep in tune with it. So that was one of the major occurrences in my life where I had to look at it and say, I felt that. I knew that something bad was going to happen. I just didn't know what. So get in line with your intuition. That's number 2. And number 3, healing. And this is major, guys. Leave a 3 below if you have discovered that you have a lot of mess in your life. Negativity, things that are not empowering you, that are basically clogging your spirit, your vibration. So we want to make sure that we work on healing ourselves. We want to make sure that we are replacing the negative with the positive. And so that's how we're going to be able to clear our environment and get in touch with our higher being. And so I promise you guys, if you follow these tips, you will become more in line with yourself. And what's most important, and what I love the most out of going through this and experimenting and learning and fine-tuning, that you finally get to a place where no one can take that peace from you. And I think that that's what we all strive for in our life, that we want to have that peace. We want to just have, a lot of times people say that there's something missing. And what's missing? The higher self. You being more in tune with yourself. So, this falls in line with law of attraction, and I'm a huge advocate for law of attraction. I definitely fully believe that we have a lot more power within our hands than we are capable of even thinking of at this time. So, as I discover more, I definitely will be sharing with you guys. I hope that this was beneficial for you. If you know of anyone that would benefit from this or would need to hear this message, please do tag them below, or go ahead and share the video. And I'll go over these steps again. Number 1, empowerment. We want to give ourselves more empowering statements within our life. Don't say I can't or I don't know how. Say I will figure it out. I know that's one thing that I can do. One thing I can do is I can figure things out. I get stuff done. And so number 2, intuition. Connect with yourself again. I know that you've had the occurrence where you've been thinking about somebody and they've called you. Know that that's your intuition. Know that you are more in tune than you give yourself credit for. You just have to find that direct connection again. And number 3, healing. Remove the negativity from your life. Find out what you can do to make your life better and also other people's lives better. A lot of time our healing comes from helping other people from experience that we've gone through. I know a lot of times I've had a lot of friends recently that have come to me, and I've been able to share my experiences and help them out. So definitely, I hope that you guys are having an amazing day. It is Martin Luther King Day today, so the kids are home, and we've just been kind of relaxing. But I just wanted to share with you guys something that I'm very passionate about. I think that it is definitely crucial in our life to find that power, because once we find that power and we find our higher being and we find that connection with ourselves, then we can connect with other people and we can go to that higher level. So I love you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow.